Rani Trophy debut. I got selected for India. I went to Pakistan. Pakistan was indeed a big tour for me. For anyone, but sometimes it helps to be 16. I had no clue what I was getting into. I did not have any idea the kind of bowling attack I was going to face. I was just treating that like another Ranji Trophy match. But the moment I went there, I realized I played few overs there and I realized, oh, this is rather difficult. And I got back to the dressing room. I'd only scored 15 runs. I got back to the dressing room and I started actually questioning my ability. I started questioning my career. And I thought I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I said, this is not made for me. Test cricket is too difficult. It's too tough to handle. And I almost went to the bathroom and I cried, literally. But then there were players around me who inspired me, who helped me, encouraged me, and told me exactly what needs to be done. And I was receptive to that, and all I was praying for was another opportunity. So when I got another chance in the next test match, the plan was to go out and not look at the scoreboard. I was only looking at the clock. I had decided that first half an hour I'm just going to try and be there. Even if it is a rough period for me, I'm going to ride through that and try and take as much time to settle, calm down. And exactly that is what happened. Whatever the players had told me, that is what happened. I spent time and then I suddenly started believing, oh, I can handle this. I can manage this. And I scored 59 runs in the second test match, the second innings of my life. The first innings in the first test, and I didn't get to bat in the second innings. But this was the second time I went out to bat. And I actually believed that, oh, I belong here. And that day was the turning point of my life. As far as I'm concerned, in my head, I started believing that I can handle this. And I was possibly playing the best bowling attack in the world at that time. It was Imran, Wasim, Waqar, Aqib Javed, Abdul Qadir. So all these, top class bowlers who were constantly having a go at me and challenging me. After that tour, things became different. I played various roles in life, from a junior most player to I was nominated the vice captain of the team and then soon became a captain and then the senior most player in the team. But at all times, preparation was critical for me. People sometimes tend to think that initially it will be difficult, but later on it will get easier. In fact, later on it might get tougher and tougher because along with your performances, people start expecting more and more from you. And being at the top doesn't happen on its own. It requires commitment, it requires discipline, dedication, willingness to work harder than the rest of the guys around you. When all these things get together, that is when there is one seat at the top, which everyone is fighting for. And you get there, but it's not a permanent spot. If you need to stay there, you need to prepare yourself to work harder than the rest. And I enjoyed. I never looked at it. I never looked at the clock. When we were playing, when we were practicing, it was all about what my heart said and not what my brain said. It was not about impressing someone. It was more about satisfying my hunger, because I was hungry. I wanted to be on the ground. However many hours I spent there, they were not enough for me. There were occasions where my coach literally had to drag me out of the net and say, now we can barely see each other. Forget about seeing the ball, but we can barely see each other. You got to go home. But I enjoyed doing that. Nobody forced me. And that is what I would tell all of you, that anything that you want to be in life, you need not be just cricketer. I'm a cricketer, but I'm a sportsman. You play any sport. You got to remember that there are no shortcuts. And please don't take shortcuts. If anyone encourages you, please don't take shortcuts. Because in sports, what happens? You are out in front of the whole world. You are out in the middle. You know, 30, 40,000 people watching you all the time, and everything is covered live. You're going to get exposed there. There is no place to hide there. So rather embrace all those challenges and prepare yourself for that. And the satisfaction of having performed in front of them and having done something for a country, it is just incomparable. So my message to you is chase your dreams. That is what I did. I dreamt when I was 10-year-old. I dreamt of playing cricket for India. And it happened. Slowly it happened. Nothing happens overnight. You got to be persistent and you got to be patient. And you have to plan, and then you have to execute those plans. And as long as you're prepared to take those challenges along the way, because if you feel that if you practice hard and everything's going to get easy, no, it's not. There are going to be challenges, and it happened to me till the last day of my career. There were challenges, but that is why we practice. We practice so that we could face all those challenges. And I'm so sure that you guys are going to go out, practice, and give your best at all times. There is no greater honor than representing the nation. When I got my India cap, that was the greatest feeling of my life. The only thing that topped that feeling was lifting the World Cup for India. I'm sure you guys are going to try your best and push hard, because you need to aspire to be something special in life. That is really, really important. Set tough targets for yourself. Don't settle for something which is achievable easily. You know, you need to really work hard for it to be able to achieve certain things in life. And when you are able to get there, the whole country is proud of you. And I'm sure you'll do that. I don't want to keep giving you a lecture, but this was my message to you. All the very best.